Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this week's mini paper pad class, the lovely class by my friend Shannon. She's Crafty here on YouTube, and I am pairing that up, so another bit of a double feature with another entry to the Me, Myself, and I album, the project that I'm doing based on Heba's lovely project that she did through the entire month of January, that I am doing with my friends Becky and Amy, but doing throughout the year here and there. And I am not following the prompts in order, but I'm just picking and choosing here and there the prompts that I want to get done. And you can see the sketch that Shannon put up for today, and I flipped it, and then to me, it was the absolute perfect sketch to turn into a double 6x8 page. And that is exactly what I've done, following the same philosophy that I have been doing since the beginning of the Me, Myself, and I project. That is the left-hand page, just the photo decoration, so a lovely scrapbooked page with no words, and then the right-hand page, occasionally with a small photo, sometimes not at all. In this case, a large-ish photo for the right-hand page, a little bit of embellishing the title and the journaling. And the right-hand page, I use the grid paper from Nicole Jones 911, her printables, her digiprints, and I use the grid paper, and I just love that effect, and it's already starting to look lovely in my album. This is only the third spread I think I've done. Once I've got 5 or 6 spreads done, I will come and give you a little bit of a flip through as I go along, maybe every 6 or 7 spreads. So this spread is Home Away from Home, and that to me was just so easy. My sister from another mister, she's been my best friend forever, for 50 plus years, and her parents live in Cornwall, which is a couple of hours away from me here, and her parents have always been second parents to me, and they've treated me like a daughter, and it was always such a treat to go spend weekends or even 4 or 5 days where we could go and visit. We were treated like royalty, little chocolates on our pillows, because June and Gord would sort of tell us that we could treat it like a bed and breakfast. We are all a hobby-related extended family, because we really feel as though we are family, a lot more than just friends, although best friends and good friends are awesome. Now, June, Deb's mom, passed away a couple of years ago, so that has changed the dynamic a little bit, but I still consider Cornwall and this lovely home my home away from home, and try and get there any chance that I have. Now, of course, it has been over a year since I have been able to go, thanks to COVID, but I do hope that we can get all of that back on track. I mean, we keep in touch every single week, or maybe even more than once a week via Skype, but, you know, obviously it's not the same thing. But this is the last, or the second to last time that I was able to go for quite a while. My summer vacations, I think of 2019, and then I was able, no, actually I went back twice after that, before the pandemic hit. Deb has since moved to Cornwall as well to be with her dad since she retired. So it's all a little bit different, but all just as amazing. So this was me. Every summer we go to the Highland Games, the Maxville Highland Games in Ontario. And the night before, the Friday night before the games really get going, on the day, there is an evening of jazz and entertainment and music. And everybody knows that I, 9 o'clock comes around and it's time for me to snooze. So they went to that evening and I stayed home watching some tennis. So this is just how, you can see here, this is definitely a second home for me. So I use my How to Kill a Kit with Style for February, and as well some scraps from the page kits that I put together for our series that just ended yesterday, Build a Page. I cut this lovely yellow paper in 6x8 and then really stayed fairly true to the sketch. I have one photo instead of two, but I do have the lovely, papers here in the way they are shown there. I added the banner tops here, and I made the little bit of a top here in the same fashion as well that is on the sketch. Now, the area that I did not replicate really is a larger circular. I think that would have been gorgeous stitching. I didn't really think of it until I had most of my papers down, so I didn't feel like playing around. But stitching sort of here would have been just gorgeous. So I just popped a viewfinder in here to give the illusion of a circular element of some sort. Got, of course, my Nouveau drops out in the same 3 that I've been using that goes along with this collection, the Carta Bella Oh Happy Day Spring collection in the Bubblegum Blush, English Mustard, and the Dream Drops in Cloud 9. This is a photo from the previous Christmas of arriving late at night at the front door with just a little bit of a decoration, Let It Snow, that I put there to give the sort of homey feel. Again, same kind of thing that you see on the sketch you see here. I added this little bit, since I've made it into a double page spread, I felt I wanted to add this little bit of a cluster down here with some of the scraps that I had left over. Home Away from Home, which is the title of the prompt. Added some more of those lovely Nouveau drops in 3 spots so that I have 5 spots spread over the entire 2-page layout. So basically the journaling is pretty much the story that I have just told you, and that I add a few little things to it. I really miss those weekends and mini vacations. Gord always tells us that Cornwall has everything the big city has, but it is way less peoply. And if you know me, I have a little bit of trouble with too much peoply. So it being a small town, that's a little bit of an inside joke for us. There's an amazing Indian restaurant, so that is our one foray. We do always get some Indian takeout, so it's always a treat. And there is, for the scrapbooker, my scrapbooker's heart, there is a Michael's about 2 kilometers away from the house, and it's a great Michael's, actually, because the Michael's we have here in Quebec are not at all. In reality, for a scrapbooker, they're not really worth going to. Many other crafts, yes, but for the scrapbooker, they're not really worth going to. But the one in Cornwall is an amazing Michael, so that's always another little treat when I go to Cornwall. So there you go. That is me, myself, and I prompt Home Away from Home using the lovely sketch and the mini paper pad class from Shannon from She's Crafty for today. And I will see you back here very shortly. Please make sure you pop on down below, see everybody who's playing along with the mini paper pad class. I will also, of course, have Heba's playlist to her project, as well as the playlist to my 2 friends, Becky and Amy. And I will see you back here very soon. Thanks for being here. Bye for now, my friends.